The goal is to bring the NWA back to the top level of professional wrestling, which sounds absolutely, utterly crazy.
I mean, the man's committed. Whether you take it as the intent of he's really dedicated to what he's doing or he should get help, I'll leave that up to you.
You talking about me?
Yes.
But I was told that the things that I cared about in music were no longer relevant, and we brought those back and we made those mainstream again. So I believe I can do the same thing with wrestling.
Grammy-winning frontman of Smashing Pumpkins, Billy Corgan, is sharing an inside look at his life in a new miniseries that is coming out tomorrow. Billy Corgan's Adventures in Carneyland follows Billy and his wife, Chloe Mendel, as they navigate the band and promote the National Wrestling Alliance while running a local tea room and so much more. And Bill and Chloe, always full of excitement, always some fun things going on. Welcome back, you guys.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Good morning. So nice to see you. Nice to be back with you here.
Great to see you both.
So how did you even, I mean, you've just been a wrestling fan, right, all your life? And
Well, I was when I was a kid. First time I watched wrestling was with my 81-year-old great-grandmother who was from Belgium who didn't speak any English. And I'm watching Dick the Bruiser on television, and I don't know what I'm watching. So all these years later, I own the oldest wrestling organization in the world, the National Wrestling Alliance. Now it's going in its 76th year.
Now, Chloe, are you a wrestling fan too, or did I hear a soundbite that Billy's the only one in this wrestling world in the family?
You learn to love it. There's something really wacky and charming, but also fascinating at the same time. So when you watch, you'll understand.
Yeah, you know, talk about in that clip relevance, and isn't what an artist is supposed to do is when everybody's going this way, you're going that way?
Well, you know, I was in the contrarian band, still am in the contrarian band, and so I'm not afraid of kind of going against people's opinions. That said, I'm ever surprised that people are surprised that someone like me would do something that they don't expect. Yeah. And people say, I don't have that on my bingo card, you know, that you're into professional wrestling. But I've been in professional wrestling now for over a decade. And, you know, this is my third company that I've worked for. And to own a company and run a company where at any given moment you might have 80 plus wrestlers in a building, I mean, it's quite a huge responsibility. And, of course, we're on the CW app with our television show NWA Power, but now with this TV series coming in, I think it'll help explain to people why we're doing what we're doing. At the end of the day, the show's really about contrasting my crazy rock and roll life against why I want to do this other thing, but I think that's really what life is about, sort of chasing your dreams. And even if you made one dream come true, doesn't mean there isn't another dream you want to make true.
Right.
Yeah. So what are we going to see on this reality series that's debuting tomorrow?
It's really, the people I made the show with, you know, at some point somebody asked, what's the show really about? And to me, it's about the existential crisis of why would somebody who has a great life, a great marriage, young children, and a very busy musical life want to do something that takes up all the rest of your time and for all intents and purposes seems completely insane. It makes no sense on paper. Yeah. But that's what the show addresses very honestly, like what the why of the show, the why of chasing, and that's what I'm saying. It's ultimately about chasing a dream. Whether or not it comes true is less important to me than the fact that you put your heart into something.
So, Chloe, were you all on board? I mean, does this expose your private life and Madame Zuzu's tea shop, which you manage, right? Or you're a big part of?
I oversee all operations at Madame Zuzu's, and it is a little door into our lives, which is quite private. But we have a fun life, and if this is part of Billy's dream and showing that to the world, you know, I'm just supportive in it.
There are no embarrassing secrets in the tea shop that you're worried about getting out.
Well,
are there?
He's like, wait a minute.
But here's the thing. Yeah. You have to imagine, we didn't have cameras rolling this day, but I came home one day and I said, listen, so, you know, the show's going to happen and we're doing this and this, but by the way, we need to film the wedding too. For the show about my life in wrestling. So that was a bit of a negotiation there.
Yeah.
Yes, there was a whole crew at the wedding, in addition to my personal crew, just for capturing the wedding. And then Billy threw in a curveball saying, hey, let's also celebrate Siamese Dream 30th anniversary, our wedding weekend, and have the crew film it. And so that's in the show too.
Yeah. I love all of this is happening right when someone's coming into your tea shop in Highland Park to have a nice chamomile tea and relax.
Well, that's what's sort of fun. My good friend Natty Neidhart, who wrestles for WWE, you know, her grandfather was Stu Hart, who's one of the most famous old school wrestlers. And she said when she was a kid, at the dinner table would be Andre the Giant, and Mr. Perfect
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
That was her life, and I realized that's the life our children have.
Yeah.
One day it's wrestlers, one day it's rock stars, and
Yeah.
my son actually wanted to come be here today. We had a whole negotiation about. Ultimately, he said, "I don't want to go to the city." That was his. But he actually did want to come because he's very interested in television production. He wanted to see the show.
When I think about you, Billy, I don't think of someone who'd be like opening the door to, Real Housewives of Chicago or making it your life. So I'm sure you're doing this your way,
Well,
right?
real quick, she got interviewed for Real Housewives of something, and they hung up on her when she told them that she had no friends. That's a funny side story.
It's a true story.
It's a true story. They hung up
Yeah.
on her during the Zoom call. They hung up on her. They said, "Tell us about your friends." She said, "I have no friends," and they hung up on her.
They're like, what do you do? I said, I literally do this. We tour, we have wrestling, I have a tea shop, I have a fashion brand. I was like, and that's my life. And they were like, and your friends? I'm like, where? And
That's not enough.
that was it.
they
Yeah,
hung up on
right?
her.
You weren't crazy enough.
You're lucky.
I mean, our lives are pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, but can I ask you, Bill, I'm fascinated with how people make music, and when you're making music at your age, is it different than when you're making music at 30? Both because of who you are, but also how the technology changes.
Yeah, the hardest thing I think in making music, I'm 57 now, is sort of dealing with the shadow of the past, not my own conception, but other people's conception.
Yeah.
And you have to understand that all the great artists, whether U2 or Sinatra or Bob Dylan, change is very much part of what attracts people to those artists. They take you on a journey with them, and hopefully you kind of grow and meander together. So at some point, I'm not 25 anymore. I'm not that guy, and people want to talk to me about that guy all the time, and I'm kind of like, I'm willing to rep that guy, be the agent for that guy, and back to the show for a second. That's kind of what the show deals with. It's this constant perception of like, why would a rock star run a wrestling company? It's like, my answer is always, at this point in my life, why wouldn't I do what I want to do? I spent 40 years of my life giving everything I had to music, and most of that to the Smashing Pumpkins. And as, of course, we know here, we're going to be playing with Green Day at Wrigley Field here in a hot second, I think in August. It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Those are incredible things. The fact that my children will get to see me play Wrigley Field, where he and I went and watched the Cubs last year, that's a huge, huge deal. But what I always tell my children and what I told my closest friends is, if you don't do in life what you really want to do, then you haven't accomplished anything.
Yeah.
People always tell me what my accomplishments are. Honestly, most of those things that people tell me my accomplishments are not my accomplishments. My accomplishments are about being independent, having a happy marriage, running a business like a tea house and having a great time and bringing other artists. Chloe was just meeting with David Arquette, who now owns the Bozo brand. We're trying to do something with David regarding Bozo.
We are doing something with
Okay, we are doing something with David.
We got to get in on that. That is just all these.
Leave a cliffhanger there.
Yeah.
That's
We're not
awesome.
spoiling it yet.
There's your cliffhanger.
Good.
It's this new reality series is called Billy Corgan's Adventures in Carneyland. It premieres tomorrow on the CW app and CWTV.com. We're the new CW station here in Chicago, so you could be here on the number 9 soon. You can also follow Billy and Chloe on social media. Guys, thank you so much.
Great to see you
Great to
both.
see you
Look
all.
forward to seeing
Thank
it.
you.